Hey everyone, welcome back to Blue Collar Whiskey Drinkers. I'm Cody,
I'm Robbie.
and we're back with another Versus episode. We love doing these Versus episodes, and we
Yeah.
got Four Roses
Old
bourbons
Forester.
and Old Forester 86 proof. So
Yeah.
we've been talking about this for a while,
Yeah.
and me and Robbie both really enjoy Old Forester. 86 proof, kind of like our,
Go to every day whiskey.
go to just kind of like casual drinking whiskey that's cheaper and decent and easy to
Good
get.
tasting. Yeah.
Good tasting. Four Roses is another one of those whiskeys that we really enjoy.
Yeah.
I haven't had it in a little bit, but I know it's really good.
Yeah.
And we actually a long time ago, when we first kind of started doing the podcast, a long time ago, a year now.
It was yeah.
I mean, it's not been a long time, but when we started just dipping our toes and testing the waters of the podcast world and trying to feel it out, which we're still doing. But this was one of our like trial runs whiskeys. And we've learned a lot since then. Got tons more to learn. But this whiskey was good back then, and I'm guessing it's going to be a real good close battle here. So I'm excited, man.
I'm excited.
Let's get into some of the details of the Four Roses. I'm going to kind of be representing or going over the details of the Four Roses. So Four Roses, it's 40% alcohol, so it's 80 proof. It's a bourbon, straight Kentucky bourbon whiskey. It's aged a minimum of 5 years, so that's a pretty good age. That's a decent age, especially for this bottle runs about $17 to $23 depending on state and taxes and everything. By the time you're done paying for it, it's probably around $21, $23 after taxes. So that's why we just kind of kept it that range. Four Roses is bottled and distilled in Lawrenceburg, Kentucky. And, it says right here on the bottle, it was established in 1888. So that's a pretty good, decent amount of time.
Yep.
So it's kind of funny, the back of the bottom. I don't know if anybody, I'm sure people have read it, but if you haven't read it, it's kind of a cool little read. Paul Jones Jr., the founder of Four Roses Bourbon, became smitten, or what is that?
Spighten. Yeah, Spighten. By a beautiful Southern belle.
Yeah, by a beautiful Southern belle. He sent a proposal to her, and she replied that if her answer were yes, she would wear a corsage of roses on her gown to the upcoming grand ball. And then when she showed up the night of the grand ball in her beautiful gown, she wore a corsage of 4 roses, red roses. He later named his bourbon 4 Roses as a symbol of his devotion, passion for her lovely belle.
Lovely Southern belle. Maybe.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool. That's a cool little a tribute,
Yeah, no, that's actually really cool. You and I, we both love Four Roses. That is actually one that was kind of our go-to last year. I remember getting it quite a bit. I didn't get burned out on it, but once we try other whiskeys, we just kind of explore.
Exactly. We've been growing so much with these whiskeys. We don't have time. I'm like barely trying. I'm barely, all these whiskeys are kind of in the back mirror, because we've been doing all these tastings, but like, we know this is a good one. So
yeah. Well, an Old Forester 86 proof. I don't know if you guys remember, we did the 100 proof a few months ago. This one is very different. This has kind of been our, like we've said, go-to the past few months, really. It's a cheaper bottle. For me, it was $19.99, but that's the same price as the Four Roses. This does not have an age. I looked to try to look it up. I was on Distiller. I was on their website, looked at the bottle, could not find an age. So unfortunately, we don't know the age. This is.
I found the age. I found the age. For
What was
the
it?
Old Forester, it's 4 years.
4 years.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and this is distilled in Louisville, Kentucky. This one, as it says, it's an 86 proof, so 43% alcohol. I'm going to just kind of read about this whiskey. So, created in 1870, so it's 18 years older than Four Roses. So, right there within the same ballpark. Old Forester is the only bourbon continuously distilled and marketed by the founding family before, during, and after Prohibition. At 86 proof, Old Forester delivers a genuine bourbon experience with rich, full flavor, smooth character that is ideal for sipping neat on the rocks with splash of water or in a classic cocktail, which I would have to agree. This also was 2019 San Francisco Spirit Competition Gold. So that was pretty cool to find out for this bottle. And I would be curious how that competition, this is something you and I should do some research on, how they categorize some of these whiskeys. Because surely this one's probably not going up against, like, say, R6 or Rocktown, for example, which was on that competition for 2019. So
yeah, no, I would say that's probably a different, they probably have categories.
Yeah, like kind of similar what we do, I would imagine, by price and everything.
We'd hope so.
Yeah, but so two very solid whiskeys in my book going up against each other. I'll be honest, predictions before we get started, I think they're going to be a point something off from each other, just a couple points off.
Yeah, that's kind of what we were discussing earlier, and dude, it's going to be so close. I think it's going to be real close. It's going to be a hard one. Did you go over your tasting notes? I haven't gone over.
No, I haven't. I didn't go over the tasting notes yet.
I can just go through mine real quick.
Okay.
As far as the tasting notes, from what I read, the nose is going to be sweet, vanilla, honey. The palate's going to be sweet corn, also honey, vanilla, a little bit of spice, rye spice. And then the finish is supposed to be brown sugar, oak, and then it's supposed to be kind of like a longer finish. So that sounds pretty nice.
Yeah, no.
But again, everybody's going to pick up different things. So I might be completely or different than what these are.
Well, just like Rocktown, everybody was saying they got a sweet taste. You and I did not get that at all last week.
Yeah.
So, so with the Old Forester 86 proof, for the aroma, they're saying you get sharp and sweet with strong floral characters that swirl with hints of mint, rich tobacco leaf, and vanilla. For the taste, it's a touch of oak and pine provides a strong underpining. Sharp at first, but softens quickly with hints of oak, sweet corn, and rye grain character. Spicy with soft vanilla and light orange notes. A lot going on in that. So
yeah,
we'll see what we pick up on the taste.
Old Forester 100 proof had a lot going on. Remember that?
Oh, I did.
Remember it had like chocolate, it had cinnamon, it had apple.
Yeah,
I mean, that was a really unique whiskey, and that's why we were kind of so pumped on it, because it was like so different than what we were used to. And that's why it won that battle. It was such a close battle with Wild Turkey 101.
Yep.
That the reason why it won was because of the unique flavors that were in there. And
yeah, no, I remember that.
So that was a close real battle.
It was good. It was a little harsh. I remember that, but that's a 100 proof whiskey. It's 50%. So
I mean, it's
way different.
Yeah, and it's also a $25 bottle.
Yeah. But so with the finish on Old Forester, it's going to be pretty similar to Four Roses. It's long, warm, slightly drying, and a nice level of sweetness. So honestly, from even looking at the notes, these two are very close. They're very similar in some aspects. So I don't know. I'm pretty ready to get going on trying these.
Yeah, I'm ready too. We'll start off with the Four Roses. We got another thing we noticed about the bottles.
Oh yeah.
we both preferred the Four Roses look of the bottle, just because Robbie mentioned to me that this bottle, the Old Forester, it doesn't have a cork. It's just a normal, simple twist off, which we don't really like as much. The Four Roses has a big, nice cork on it, and
on a thick neck. I think the neck kind of stands out to me.
Yeah,
Four Roses engraved on the bottle.
Yeah.
All around, this bottle just is appealing to me. It would grab my attention over Old Forester, but not to take away from Old Forester. I do like the bottle shape. It kind of has that traditional.
It's
what
got
I
a
would
little
imagine
kind of stubby, kind of
1800s, 1900s style bottle. The
Yeah.
only downside for me for this bottle is it's not corked. It's twisted.
Yeah.
So-
That was our kind of. That's about it. All right. Well, I'm ready. I'll get my glass here. We'll pour
That
this.
just came off.
Nice. Yeah, that's ready. Ooh, that's a good one. Let's see.
Ooh.
Oh,
No, that was really good.
that was solid. All right.
So,
Oh man, that smells good.
I
that
forgot
smells
how
real
good
good.
it smelled. I really did.
It's got that sweet. It does have that sweet corn, like they mentioned.
Yeah. Something Four Roses for you guys to take a look at. Something would be cool to add to this bottle and add to the cork itself is maybe add the Four Roses on top engraved. I think that would be a nice touch.
I think that would be too. That'd be a solid touch.
So
I think they may do that on one of their other price.
it may
units.
be actually the single barrel.
Yeah, I think I've seen it.
I'm gonna
But
have to take a look at that.
I'll have to look at mine too.
So,
I'm not sure though. All right.
ooh. So you guys know tonight for these two bottles, we're gonna just be trying them neat and with Coke. We're gonna do a normal neat, then we're gonna add the water droplets to both of them.
Yep.
And just Coke. This time we actually switched up the Coke from the cans to
The glass.
bottle.
Yeah.
So we'll see if there's any difference.
Something different is the real cane sugar in the glass,
Yeah,
as
yeah.
opposed to the other. So, and it's in a glass bottle, so that's cool.
Yeah. A little bit better
but-
for you than the plastic and the
Or the
aluminum.
can.
So all right.
All
Well,
right, man.
Cheers.
Cheers. And let's see how good it
That's
is.
a great smell.
Smells good. What do you get? It's like I said, sweet corn, vanilla,
Yeah.
maybe that honey.
I get a little
Nah, I don't really get that.
vanilla.
Definitely the vanilla, sweet corn.
And I definitely
maybe-
get corn, but
Maybe
it's on the sweeter end.
I almost get caramel. Just a hint, maybe. Or brown sugar, yeah. Anyways, cheers.
This is good. Smooth. And honestly,
Has that nice
yeah.
warmth.
It's
like that.
nothing like really the last two whiskeys. This is more of a subtle burn. The other two, well, R6 had a good burn. It wasn't subtle, but it wasn't overwhelming.
It was a mild,
yeah,
kind of like I would say, I guess medium,
yeah,
like a median,
Yeah.
kind of.
and then Rocktown was just it sat there.
Rocktown was definitely not as
It wasn't smooth,
smooth.
I'll say. Yeah. But this one here, I'm really enjoying it. I'm definitely getting sweet notes on this. It goes down good. I like the warming feeling. It's not too much, so it wouldn't be bad on a warmer day. So I'm actually now, after trying it again, I'm really excited to try it on the rocks and old fashioned wise. So I can't wait till we do that next week.
Yeah, it's just an easy to drink, neat whiskey.
Oh, it is, and it's such a cheap bottle.
Yeah, and it's just a nice, good tasting bottle for sure. I mean,
Add a little bit more.
the proof's, you know, low, but
It's the typical 40%, I would just say.
yeah. I'll go ahead and drop a couple water droplets, even though it's such a light proof. It's gonna be like all right.
Definitely sweeter. A little bit more floral.
Increase the sweet. Yeah, maybe some floral.
I definitely get some floral with this. It's good. I think the sweet corn is still there, but again, I like it because it's not the typical corn smell. It has that sweetness to it.
Yeah, so. I think I was reading it has like a 60% corn bill in it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, which is kind of, it's not too crazy high, but it's there.
Well, it's good. I would almost say there's not much difference.
It's even easier to drink.
It is, and I would say it kind of left this time a little, not tingly, but just warmness to the tongue.
Okay.
So that was the only difference, but
yeah,
it is easier. I would say taste wise, I don't think much has changed.
Not much. Maybe a little sweeter initially, but I don't know. I almost might rather just have it normal, but it doesn't really matter. It really doesn't. For me, I wouldn't waste the time putting any water droplets in it.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. I don't think this is a whiskey to worry about that so much with.
No, the proof's so low.
Yeah, definitely though, once we get to even the price here, 40%, you could tell a difference. So
spilt all over my label.
But oh, and that's another thing. I really like the label. It's just has that old timey look to it, you know.
Yeah, it's almost Westernish.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So hey, you know, bravo on bottle and everything. Definitely in that competition wise against Old Forester, I would say you guys won. Too early to tell on the whiskey.
Yeah, they have a lot of accolades too on this bottle. I could read later, but
yeah, definitely.
You know,
let's do that.
It's cool.
Yeah.
What are you thinking here? I guess I'll go ahead and give a score. So again, this is in our category. It's in a 2.2 class, so you can look that up on our Instagram. It's I don't know, about 10 posts back now, but you could check that out. We don't have that many posts yet. We're not the biggest posters, but we're trying. We're getting better.
We're gonna get better on that.
We're gonna get much better.
To stay tuned, especially for 2022 here, guys. We're gonna be more engaged. We want to get out there more. We want more of you guys listening and you know, learn with us. We're gonna be learning even more next year. We already learned a lot this past year in 2020.
Yep. Yeah, we're learning about how to make whiskey now. So I mean, that's a cool change in that whole process. And so yeah, it's been a cool process.
Yeah, it's been fun. I definitely wish Cody and I were together. That way maybe
it would make it
faster,
a lot easier. And yeah, for sure. But,
yeah, what do you think?
Okay, so for this category, the $20 range, 40 proof, low proof, 40 to 44 is what we're doing in this category. And it's out of 5, so our rating's out of 5. Man, we don't have many in this category. That's my problem.
Yeah.
Don't have many in this one. But I think it's, if I'm going to guess, it's going to be kind of closer on the top of the range on this category as far as what you're getting for your money and the percentage of alcohol and everything.
Yeah, bang for your buck.
So I'm gonna go ahead and give it a 4.2 neat.
Okay.
I think it's pretty high up there. I'm almost tempted to go a little higher, but I think that's what I'm gonna give it for now.
Okay. So I was definitely right around that 4.0 range. Kind of want to go higher, didn't want to go lower. So I could meet in the middle, or honestly, since you kind of want to go higher, let's just meet at 4.2. Personally, there may be better ones. I'm kind of trying to think. I do think Old Forester may win this round.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
Crown Royal, I could throw out there, but I know that's a Canadian whiskey. There's just a couple others, but we would have to review them to actually get those.
Yeah, I mean, there's Wild Turkey. I mean, there's tons in this category. It's gonna be fun.
But I'm not opposed to 4.2. I'm just, again, I was kind of leaning a little higher, but
yeah, we can.
I was like,
I think 4.1. I mean, is a good score.
well, you were saying you kind of wanted to go higher. I was going to want to go higher, so I think realistically it's a 4.2. Because if you went to 4.3 and I went to 4.1, so
the reason why is I'm just thinking about this category, and I've had a lot of whiskeys in my time in this category. They're on the cheaper side.
Yeah.
So I kind of have I kind of feel that I think this one's pretty good for this price range and stuff. So that's kind of why I base it on that.
We're definitely going to run into some that are pretty bad in this category, I imagine. So I don't know of any on hand because we haven't reviewed them yet. But
especially,
I imagine this category is going to have a few.
In our one category where it's $10 to $15 or 10 to 20 or something like that.
I'd be actually surprised if there was a whiskey out there that even held its own against even some of these or even the $30 bottles out there. I would be amazed.
I'm sure there is. I'm sure there's going to be some.
There's so many whiskeys out there.
$12 whiskeys that are compatible. That compare to these. We'll find them. We'll get them out to you guys.
Just
that's
have
the goal.
to see.
That's our goal, to find those gems, those hidden gems, and spread the word about them.
And get ready for the Old Forester.
Yeah.
I'm pretty excited about this one, guys. Just because it's fresh in my mind. This has been Cody and I's go-to. This has been my go-to. And I tried it by accident because I think I was actually going to get Four Roses. And I was like, you know what, let me try that Old Forester. And I got it, and everybody liked it. I liked it. I was like, so I'm hoping it doesn't let me down by memory. I think they're going to be pretty close. I just think Old Forester might be slightly better.
All right.
But we'll see.
So we're diving into it right now, then, huh?
Yeah.
Definitely a different smell.
Different smell. I would almost give this smell to Four Roses. This one,
it's definitely a little bit of a darker color.
Yes,
for sure. The Old Forester is a little bit darker.
Here, I could show it on camera here. So there's that. You could definitely see through it.
Oh yeah. That's a big difference. Yeah.
Big difference.
The Old Forester, I think there's that molasses. Remember, I said that was in the notes. I smell some of that.
Yeah. Let me actually open that back up real quick. Yeah, sharp, sweet, strong floral, swirls of hint of mint, tobacco leaf. We may. Curious.
Yeah.
I definitely get the vanilla. I think vanilla is something that sticks out to me because I pick it up on a lot of our whiskeys. I don't get the mint, but I'm almost thinking that molasses type smell, because it's not quite that smell we were getting off Rocktown, but it's close to it, and maybe the tobacco leaves.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Sometimes I don't like reading any of those notes because
it throws you off, honestly. Let's have whenever we go to do Cody, definitely have Kelsey try both of these.
Yeah,
and maybe even she could come on, give her opinion on both of them, on what she picked up on the smell and taste wise.
Yeah, I'll
actually
definitely,
very curious.
I'll definitely check in with Kelsey. Never tried both of them. As far as her wanting to go on the show today, I can't guarantee that.
Yeah.
She's down here,
Just- yeah, if you-
down there in her pajamas watching one of her
Well, I'm just
shows.
saying, if she wants to just pop up, make appearance, I really respect her opinion on some of the notes we pick up because
Oh
she
yeah,
picks up so much. She's very knowledgeable on tasting and the flavors that are in foods, drinks, whatever
Yeah.
it may be.
she's got the that baking.
She got some
palate,
palate, yeah.
so
And
she's-
you and I, we're learning, but she's on another level compared to us, which is nice because I like to hear her opinion on what
It's
she
fun.
picks up.
It's fun because me and her do tastings pretty much every week. We'll try one of my whiskeys, or because I do the Flaviar
Yeah.
tasting, online tasting. I'm a member, and so we get those. I get the vials, and we do all these tastings probably almost every week. And
Yeah,
it's
you've been
just-
telling me to get on that.
it's just a cool, fun, way to drink different whiskeys. So if anybody wants to know more about Flaviar, go check them out online. It's like a whiskey membership. You get sent like 3 little vials of different whiskeys. You can choose different packages, and then you also go every 3 months. You get 3 vials, and then you get a bottle of your choosing from their list of whiskeys.
That's pretty cool.
It could be any alcohol really, but I was designated to whiskey on my,
Yeah.
like, you take a little quiz before you when you sign up for the membership, so it kind of
Yeah.
tells them what you like as far as liquor goes, and then you kind of get choices from there, but they change it all the
Okay.
time, so it's cool. But yeah, tasting whiskey, we love to do that weekly together. We just part of our thing, so
Well, hey, cheers to that. Cheers to you and Kelsey.
yeah, cheers. It's good. A little oaky,
Really good.
about the oak, and
Yeah, definitely picking up on that oak.
I get the brown sugar at the finish. Some brown, like something sort of brown sugar, like a maple almost vibe.
Definitely, I would definitely say it is a little spicier.
Oh yeah, I mean,
It
it's got 3% more alcohol, so
yeah, but it left that kind of not burn or anything. It's just a feeling on your tongue.
yeah, it's definitely not as smooth.
Yeah.
But you get more flavor here. There's definitely more going on.
Yeah, there's a lot.
There's definitely more. I mean, usually when the whiskey's a little darker, from what I've kind of picked up on, you tend to get a little bit more depth of,
Well, and they said it's a little oaky.
it's a little
and piney.
oilier, a little oilier, kind of sticks to your mouth. a little
Well, it's
more.
definitely from the wood, from it sitting in those barrels. So I would almost imagine this would have to be around. It's definitely up there in the 4 years, so maybe you're right on the money. What you found, because I know Four Roses is 5 years, but I'm curious on the different
Yeah, minimum. But
different barrels that they use. It could be a lighter color wood that the Four Roses use, while Old Forester's using darker.
yeah. All right, let me get some water droplets in here.
Oh wow, definitely on the water droplets, I pick up more smell. Like the smell was a little bit more intense, but it's good.
Oh
It's
yeah,
all this. It's all
you
the
get-
same. It's just stronger.
yeah, you get a little bit more ethanol right at the beginning, and then you get more sweet,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
a sweet sugar. I don't know, like
It has
like
a
a brown-
sweet floral smell, but with
It's
that
definitely
hint
like
of
that,
ethanol.
and then the brown sugar sweetness coming through. That's
Yeah.
kind of what I feel, but
Well,
All right, man.
cheers.
Cheers.
Wow. Okay.
I liked it better without the water droplet.
Really? See, I like it better with the water droplets.
Shoot. I'm trying to think now. Shit. I like the
I
finish.
think everything's a little bit more intensified. Even like usually the water droplets help calm it. I feel like that almost helped warm you. I definitely get a little bit more warming sensation.
Yeah.
A
Yeah.
little longer finish. The finish is definitely a little bit longer.
That's what I was just saying. The finish after I wasn't done before I wasn't done getting the finish before I said that.
Yeah.
The finish is good. Like
Yeah.
it's that nice longer finish that I like to it. So yeah, no, I mean, I like them both. It doesn't matter really to me.
Yeah, I know. They're honestly, I would say they're very close. I think we're going to be splitting hairs on these two whiskeys. We really are. It's really going to be your preference on what you like.
Yeah.
And I got to go first on this one.
It's
I
yeah,
would say-
realistically, I mean, not I'm just the it's got the Forester. If you're into that more, you got more flavors.
yes.
It's a little hotter. Four Roses, a little less on the boldness of the flavors.
Yeah.
But it's
Smoother.
got that smoother kind of mellowed out.
Yeah.
It's 40% alcohol, so that probably helps a little bit with the smoothness and everything. But it's yeah. Go ahead, man. I'm sorry. I
Yeah,
was just kind of rambling.
no, I honestly,
Thinking
I
out
agree.
loud.
I agree with you 100% on that. I really, so before I say this, let's go back to Four Roses. I'm gonna stay firm with the 4.2. I definitely, after doing this one, I think that's a good point. I know I gave it a 4, but you know, I was wanting to go a little bit higher, so 4.2 is good for there. This Old Forester, personally, it's to me better. Is it a lot better? No, but I think it's just slightly better. I do like the subtle warming sensation. It's a little bit longer finish. You're getting more flavors, so it's packed full of flavor. But the Four Roses, I think the thing that it has going for it is the smoothness. So
Yeah,
it's very
and
smooth.
you get that nice kind of has a nice finish to it actually. But
So that's the only thing I think Four Roses has up on Old Forester, but by no means is this a hard fin, like, or not smooth. It's smooth, especially compared to a lot of whiskeys, but not as smooth as the Four Roses.
Yeah.
So that being said, I 4.3, 4.4, right in there. It's just right there. It's
yeah, I'm gonna say, dude, I agree with you. I'm gonna say because of I like more now that my palate's changed and been growing, I like more flavors. I like
Yeah.
the experience with that flavor. The burn part of it, the warmness doesn't bother me as much as it used to, you know, when I was just starting out. Hence why I mean me and you both started out with Crown Royal. I mean, that's the smoothest, one of the smoothest. It's a smooth, easy drinking whiskey.
yeah, so smooth.
You know, it doesn't have much flavors, that's for sure.
But with how smooth Crown Royal is, it's hard to beat.
Yeah,
That one,
yeah.
that's the pinnacle of smooth to me.
I can't wait to do that episode. It's
Yeah.
like just because it's like where my whiskey journey started. You know,
Yeah.
my dad drinks Crown Royal. he
I
kind
think,
of, I think a
yeah.
lot, that kind of how a lot of, you start out, you kind of go from where your parents kind of, a lot of times, started out. And, um, but yeah, man, I think I'd agree with you. 4.3. I think it's a slight hair better, just because I like all the other flavors you're getting. You're
Yeah.
getting a more diverse flavor profile.
So I will say this: we've both had these on Coke or with Coke before.
Oh, that's gonna be tough.
I think this one's going to be honestly, it's going to be tough. I don't even know which way to go. We haven't had it yet, but I'm just trying to think because Old Forester on Coke's great, but Four Roses, I think with the smoothness, and I'm pretty sure if I remember, it's been a while. I think the flavors hold up. So something I did want to point out: if you go to the Distiller app, they gave Old Forester a 3.3. They gave Four
Yep.
Roses a 3.4. So again, we're right there. We're kind of splitting hairs along with them. They're a point off from us. This is off their community rating.
Granted, they don't have like a category.
Yeah.
It's just a broad spectrum of.
But I'm just trying to throw that out there. If you remember, even back to R6, we were way up above what they were giving it. I think we're even above or right around, pretty close to what it was on Rocktown or for Rocktown. I think we're slightly above. So keep that in mind if you guys do have the Distiller app. This is all based on people's preferences, just like this podcast is based on Cody and I. And it's just happens to be fortunate enough that my cousin and I, we had almost the same upbringing as far as, parents go, as what they like. And then, we like the same stuff. We have very similar palates. So that's why another reason why I like having Kelsey let us know what she thinks. She definitely has the taste for it. So whenever we go to start distilling ours, I can't wait for her opinion and help us out with that process. I think she is going to be a huge asset moving forward. I really do.
Yeah, it's gonna be a cool process. We're gonna try to make our own, and
I think she's gonna help out big time.
Even if we do, like, say we do the exact same mash bill, the same, it's gonna be different because the whiskeys. What changes the whiskey the flavor and the taste of it is the whiskey being like when it gets real hot, it gets soaked into the wood, and then when it gets cold, it pushes it back out. So like California, it's going to soak in. It's a lot hotter sometimes in some parts of the year, and then so it's going to be different. Even though we'll do the same stuff, it'll be different.
No,
it's going to be cool. It's going to be cool.
I think with those two differences, we may end up settling on a good, solid recipe in the future. I really do. I think we're going to find that happy medium of CalArc.
Yeah, CalArc. That's going to be the name.
It's going to be like a bottle name or something, like one of our ones. We only sell it in Arkansas and California for those two.
Yeah.
We're back, everybody. We just got our whiskey poured on Coke. This is the Four Roses Bourbon with Coke. So far, I want to say I remember talking about this with the last time we did this, which was, going on 2 years now. The frothiness that you get on this one is really nice.
It's really nice. Yeah.
So, hey, cheers.
Cheers, man.
Damn. Honestly, it's
that's
just as good as I remember, if not better.
That's really fantastic.
It's really good.
The blend is just so good.
I remember what we said about this whiskey when we did it almost 2 years ago now. This is such a good one to do a competition with, like Crown Royal and this with Coke, because Crown Royal was made for Coke. It really was.
Yeah.
This one's right there. This one is so smooth. It is so good. I,
It is.
honestly, I think I even think switching to the glass bottle Coke, I had a sip in there because there was like 2 ounces left. And I tried it. I was like, damn, this is so much better.
Dude, that's right. We're doing the glass bottle.
So that may be playing a factor too, but I'm really getting good whiskey flavor. It's not overpowering. It's not 100% whiskey flavor. I think it blended well with the Coke.
Yeah,
It really did.
you still get the bourbon. You get that frothiness
Mm.
that we always talk about.
It's
And it's not flat. Okay.
no.
Like Bullet. If you put Coke in Bullet, it's flat. It's not good.
Question, is Bullet in this category?
No. It's right above.
Is it?
Yeah.
$24.99, 45%? I guess so.
Yeah. A little
That
bit.
and Buffalo Trace.
Just a little higher. But I mean, we can
2.3 category. Yeah.
we can still compare. I mean, I'm telling you right now, this is better than Bullet.
Oh,
Sure,
it is.
100%.
It is. I would definitely put it right
And
there.
Coke. And Coke.
What did we get Buffalo Trace? I just kind of want to go back and peek at it. Yeah, we gave it with Coke a 4.0. I would definitely say this is better than Buffalo Trace as well with Coke.
Yeah. Buffalo Trace, you got that like kind of botanical, floral mixture of a bourbon and the Coke.
Yeah.
This is great. This is like a traditional freaking bourbon with Coke. Like this is what I like. This is what I enjoy in a whiskey Coke.
I'll say this, depending on how the Old Forester is, whenever we get done tonight and we go to play some games, I'm going to pour myself another. Depends on which one wins. It's going to be one of the two. Hell, I may even do two later. But this one here is, I don't know what else to say about it. It's just good.
It's a really good mixture.
So since we got a lot to drink, you've seen all the new Marvel series, right?
Yes, pretty much.
So where are you at on those? Are you just have Hawkeye to watch?
Yeah, I mean Hawkeye. Yeah, I finished Loki. Finished
Winter Soldier and Falcon.
Yeah, finished that, and then WandaVision. Yeah,
Yeah,
WandaVision.
So yeah. So we talked about it like the last episode or the one before, how Black Widow should have been 6 years ago, when right after Civil War.
Yeah.
Shang-Chi, I'm going to throw into the new category of the new Marvel.
Oh yeah.
So I'm not even going to count Black Widow, but I already know with Hawkeye, stuff from Black Widow plays a part in. So, which was kind of obvious if you watch Black Widow. Anyways, so Shang-Chi was actually good in my book. I liked it. It's not at the top of my Marvel movies, but it's definitely a good one. I would go back, watch it. I liked it all around. Good movie.
Yeah, it was funny. A mixture of some funny.
Yeah.
I forget the girl character name in that.
No, she's done other stuff, and she's
pretty cool.
Good.
She's funny. I mean,
she's always good.
The whole movie was pretty good.
Like we said, it could have been 20 minutes shorter.
Yeah, I was skeptical just because it was so different.
Yeah.
But it
they brought
was really good.
He's a street level character. In the books, that guy is definitely Iron Fist level. So Iron Fist is with Daredevil, Spider-Man, all those type guys, street level characters, street level power. But once you get to the God tier, I'm sorry, but he get fucking smoked by pretty much Iron Man would smoke him. Iron Man's, worldly level, Thor's galaxy kind of level, if you want to throw it into power ranges.
Yeah,
like power or galaxy level. I'm not going to throw Captain Marvel in there. She should not be as strong as she is. She is galaxy powered, but not near Thor's. But they try to make her strongest. But Scarlet Witch, I'm sorry, but Scarlet Witch, hands down, should be the most powerful character, period, right now.
Oh yeah,
On the
she
good
is.
side. She is. I think that's what they're trying to do, but she should be fucking up people. She's straight. She is your Hulk if you even have a Hulk. Like she will destroy. Like she can mess up Hulk. She can mess up anybody.
Yeah.
That being said, so I started watching the series. I watched Winter Soldier Falcon.
It was all right.
Good series.
Yeah.
Not my favorite.
Yeah, it
But
was
even
cool.
right now,
I liked it. I mean,
I will say it was more gravitating, especially the earlier episodes, to watch than WandaVision. But all around, WandaVision's better.
yeah. So WandaVision was hard to get into. Like the first
Yes.
2 episodes were like,
I would even say 3 to
Yeah.
4 episodes. I was
Yeah.
just like, but with everything tying in, and you could kind of guess it. It was just slow. They could have cut that one down to the same length. I'm sorry, but they could have.
it was good though. I mean, yeah.
It was good. I really enjoyed that one.
I know you're not finished with Loki, but
Yeah, I'm about halfway
Loki-
through on Loki.
I'm gonna
far,
tell
I
you
think it's
right now,
better.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I like Loki a lot.
Yeah.
I think that was cool. Really cool, different twist, different realm. You know, he's in. Just a
It definitely-
cool.
It just ties so well into even like Thor Ragnarok. They're in a different
Well,
dimension.
here's the
and
thing.
everything.
You get to
Or-
know
or-
you get to know Loki more.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
So
I'll say I really like, from what I've seen, what they've done with this Loki, especially. They're tying in the multiverse. They're getting ready for Spider-Man, which is going to be coming out, I think, this next week or before this episode. even drops.
December 17th. Yeah.
So yeah, maybe right when this episode drops. I know that's what they're preparing for. They teased it with Infinity War and Endgame. They really did, the multiverse. I'm excited for that because, like with Loki so far, we got a really good Loki, and there's a lot of depth to this Loki. If you read the comics, the classical Loki is nothing like this guy. There's similarities, I think. Was it Tom Hiddleston?
Mhm.
Has done a great job. He is Loki in my book.
Oh
Just
yeah.
like
He's like the perfect Loki.
he's perfect. So, but that being said, we got a really good Loki for our universe. I like the other Lokis they kind of brought in. They try to bring in multiple different comic book-esque. I definitely, from what I've seen, maybe they bring them in, but the one that is just like him, but just straight evil. Like there's really no redemption. It doesn't matter what Thor says. There's none of that kinship. He straight hates Thor. I would like to see that one. If he comes in, that'd be cool. So don't spoil it, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Because that's the traditional comic book one. Like
Yeah.
he has a respect for his brother, but he doesn't want his brother to win. He hates his brother. He's not going to help his brother to win anything.
Yeah.
So I like that Loki, especially with the comics. It just makes it a good storytelling aspect. But so far, Marvel, I would say B-, right out of B with all their series so far.
I'd say Loki's the highest rated one so far. Hawkeye, I mean, it's not over.
I'm excited about Hawkeye. That's one of the reasons why I got into it.
It's good. I mean, so far, I would say, I mean, I think 4 episodes in.
Yeah, there's only 4 episodes right now, but
Loki's better so far.
Okay. From what
in my opinion.
It's going to be 6 episodes, just like Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Yeah, it makes sense.
I really wish they would have done that one differently. I wish Falcon Winter Soldier would have been 9 episodes. I would have liked to seen them try to tie in Winter Soldier, because Sam had an issue with taking up the mantle because he always looked at that's Captain America, that's Steve Rogers, So he had an issue with that, which I like. That would have been a good character dynamic. But instead of him giving it off to the museum, it would have been nice to see Winter Soldier try to be like, no, I'm going to take possession of it. If you don't want it, then try to take possession of it and realize that's not his path. That's not him. That's not who he is. And he gives it back to Sam. And that's maybe when Sam tries to do the Smithsonian deal. And that's when you bring in like 3 episodes of just Winter Soldier trying to be, because that's in the comics. He takes up the mantle, but he turns it back. He's like, this is not me. I'm not Captain America. So
Yeah.
I think that would have been just such a cool aspect to see him take up the shield, you know, just even if it was brief 2 episodes.
He grabbed it for a second.
Yeah, I know, but that was like an
No,
episode, but he didn't like go out.
What do you think? What do you think of the guy that they tried to make captain?
No, it's honestly good storytelling. That's why I think that would have been good for the rest of the part. You get Winter Soldier for the first, 3 episodes. Then you get this guy. Nobody's going to be Steve Rogers, not even Falcon. He's just, and I think this guy is the typical what you would.
Well, I mean, Falcon doesn't have superpower strength.
Oh, yeah.
So
no, but what I'm saying, as far as the character wise, I think it's good because it shows the route. If you look back to the first Avenger, the military guy that was giving Steve Rogers a hard time that the general wanted because he was a great soldier, he was going to be, his tests were through the roof. That's what this guy was. That was him. Just in the future.
Yeah.
That was him. So it showed what he would have turned out to be. I really would have loved to seen more of an emphasis. I know they did, but his best friend that died, spoiler alert, was it Hawkins?
Hawkins, yeah.
That aspect, I wish they would have played more of a role, done more flashbacks with those two, how that guy kept him grounded, even with him winning the Medal of Honor, showing that brotherhood, because those guys were brothers. And once that guy died, he went off the deep end. He could not control his impulses. I would have loved to see that with those two.
They did. I mean, they did a pretty good job. It was a good. It was a good show.
See, and that's where I'm saying like 9 episodes would have been good.
Yeah, it would have been better. A little longer would have been better because they had more things going on in there. But
I'll
so
say
far,
it did feel rushed, even with the 6 episodes for what they had. It felt rushed.
Yeah. So far, I would say Loki is my favorite.
Yeah, no. So far, right now, even though I'm not even finished, Loki's
it gets better too, dude. I can't wait.
WandaVision's number 2.
You have 1 episode left of that?
So I just looked at it. I'm like 20 minutes left on the last episode.
Oh, 20 minutes. Okay, so you're like done.
So I was gonna watch it when we took a break, and I was like, dang it, it's like little too long for what we're taking a break for.
Oh, that's all right.
But anyways, WandaVision.
It's good.
Yeah. I will say this.
I could skip the first 2 for sure. The first 2.
Honestly, yeah. If you haven't watched it out there, people, skip to the 3rd, maybe even 4th episode. They give a recap at the beginning, and it tells you everything that's happened up to that point. It really does.
Yeah.
You don't miss much at all.
You don't miss time. It's good though. It's good.
Before we leave this subject, I do want to say, people who made Brie Larson, Captain Marvel, you guys are going to crack because Monica Rambeau should have been the first Captain Marvel, and you're playing her a disservice in WandaVision right now. She is a badass character, and you guys are really dumbing her down. You're holding her back. So I'm still mad about that. She should have been. She was the first Captain Marvel. She's obviously getting set up to be the second, but you're playing her a disservice because her character is so cool. If you even know anything about the comics, her character is just badass.
Yeah, for sure. I
like this chick that's playing her. I think she's doing a great job for Monica Rambeau for what they're trying to tell the story wise. Yeah,
she's doing great. So
Deal.
back to the bourbon. Now that we've been sipping on it, I don't know if you've been sipping on it.
No, I've been sipping on it. It's great.
This, as a bourbon Coke, is one of the top for the price range. My dog's crying. He wants to come in. Drax, baby Drax. He's like 3, but he still like barks like a baby puppy.
She left. That's Ember.
But no joke, this is what I want.
Yeah.
You know, in a Coke, in bourbon, especially at this price range, it's freaking phenomenal. Robbie's favorite word, phenomenal. It's the greatest. I mean, one of the greatest mixtures I've had at this range and price, this category, for sure. For sure.
Yeah, it is. So what's your
And I know that Old Forester's great too, so it's gonna be tough.
so what's your score?
I'm at 4.5.
Okay. I went 4.6.
Oh shit! There we go. There we go. It's good. It's freaking
I think
good,
it's just
man.
good. You get a good frothiness on it. You get a good whiskey flavor. You don't lose much on the whiskey flavor.
The blend is
Coke,
great.
Yeah, the Coke is still there, but it's not overpowering. It's not too sugary. I don't know what else you want from a whiskey and Coke, but this is damn. It's just right there. I could almost go higher.
No, I don't realistically, I don't know if I could. This might be a 5, but I don't know yet. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Because
That's
we
why
don't.
I want to
We
say
don't.
4.6, but I could go to 4.8. I really could.
I know, but we don't know because we don't. We haven't done a ton of whiskeys and Cokes. You know what I mean? This may,
especially in this category.
This may eventually increase in our ratings just because we do more whiskeys. But you know what? Yeah, I'll agree with you. 4.6.
Yeah, no, it's
great. It mixes perfectly. There's not.
I would even say I'm looking back at American Prairie. Oh no, this is the double rye, 4.5 for the Coke. I think it is better than that.
Legion was really high with Coke.
Okay, I'm all the way back. Where's Legion? There it is. 4.6.
Yeah. I remember.
Pretty damn close.
Really good blend.
Yeah. Damn, I'm kind of sad I went back to this. But this is our old notes from the old Four Roses, and I'll say this. We're right there.
Are we?
But
Okay, gotcha.
it's right there. I'm not going to give the scores because
no, there's no need.
No need.
We've done more. We're more experienced now. We've done more, so we know more. And if we know more, then this is a better review.
I will say. So, what do you want to settle
on? I just told you 4.6.
Okay.
I mean, totally. In this category, this range, for sure. It's money for your. If you're a Coke whiskey drinker, money and price range. This is
bang for your buck.
Solid, dude.
Yeah, this
really
is good. Once we get more whiskeys in our catalog, guys, we may come back, revisit some of these that scored really high, say with Coke, old fashioned, whatever it may be, even neat. We may revisit.
They may go up, they may go down.
Competition, and it may change based on that, because right now Four Roses with Coke, they're made for each other, just like Crown.
Yeah, I agree. Sweet, man. That's cool. All
right, I'm honestly excited and ready to try Old Forester. I'm nervous. I don't think it's going to be as good, but I don't know. I don't know. Flavors may pop out and just be like,
I know it's good, so I just don't know if it's because it's been so long since I've had this Four Roses.
Yeah, I haven't done.
I just don't I had Old Forester recently with Coke,
Oh, okay. See,
so I kind
haven't had it
of
in a while.
I kind of know, but I haven't had Four Roses with Coke in a long
Well,
time.
it's been a while for us. It's been close to a year for Four Roses.
Yeah,
It really has.
yeah, totally.
Nothing against Four Roses. It's great whiskey. I just been trying other
We've
whiskeys.
just been trying other whiskeys,
And then Old Forester kind of came on in the middle of the summer, and I was like, "Damn, this is good." So it's kind of just been my go-to to grab, fresh in my memory.
Before we forget, Kelsey tried both of them. Neat.
Oh yeah,
Pretty ironic. She is literally in agreement with us.
oh, okay.
She enjoyed the Four Roses. She thought it was smoother, but just not a lot of flavor, not a lot of ton going on there. She enjoyed Old Forester better. A little more burn, like like everything we said. She agreed. She said she tasted like licorice with Old Forester,
With-
like
Really?
yeah, like a hint
I'm
of
gonna go back and have
licorice.
it neat now.
So, but she agreed. It's a slight tick better than
Yeah.
the Four
Okay.
Roses.
That's
neat,
good to hear.
because you get more flavor, like we thought. So that's cool to hear. So
Um,
yeah, let's go.
well,
Let's go.
did she give it a score?
She didn't give it a score, but she agreed with our scores.
Okay.
I
good.
told her our score. She was like, oh yeah, that's about right where I
Alright.
think. So
Good. So we got thumbs up from Kelsey, everybody.
yeah, mhm,
Honestly,
that's
right
cool.
now, distiller kind of lacking. I don't know all the people who reviewed it. So
There's a lot of reviews, so
I know.
especially on these two. So,
Let's go do Old Forester.
but here's the thing: like they're in the same, like as far as like the distance between the two, they're in the same ballpark. They're just a point
Opposite.
lower. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're just right there.
Yeah.
So we said this going into this tonight. We're like, they're going to be right there next to each other.
Yeah.
And honestly, I think it's going to take an old fashioned or neat to really settle the difference on which one's actually better. Right now,
I think you know what I think's going to break the whiskeys is the ice.
maybe, yeah.
I think
I almost think Old Forester's flavors may hold up in the ice.
yeah, that's what I mean. I think
Yeah.
that's going to play a part, but we will see next
Next week,
part two,
yeah, part
everybody.
two.
Let's go ahead and dive into Old Forester on Coke, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, so we got our bourbons and Coke. We got the what do we got? The Old Forester 86 proof in Coke. So we're back, ready to try this puppy. What do you think, Robbie?
Well, we get a little bit more frothiness, which is something we liked about the Four Roses.
Yeah, it got frothy. Four Roses got real frothy.
Yeah, see, for me, the Old Forester is a little bit more frothy.
Yeah, they're both great.
Yeah. So hey, cheers.
Cheers, man. It's good.
Really good.
Yeah, it's good.
I will say, even on the smell, the whiskey comes through.
Yeah.
It's good. I'm gonna finish it before I even try to give a score, but it's good.
Good. It's real good. Bourbon flavor's good.
The flavors come through on it. That is something we did talk about.
Yeah. There's a touch of something.
Yeah, there's something.
There's a touch of something I don't enjoy as much. Like, I mean, it's good. Like, it's like the whole overall flavor is really, really good.
Yeah.
But there's like there's a hair of something. I don't know what.
It's
You know what I'm
on the
talking about?
finish. Yeah.
Yeah,
on
it's
the
just
finish.
it's just a slight bitterness, maybe. Like I don't know if that's the word, but like it's.
I think it's just with all the flavors that are coming through. they all don't mix perfectly with the Coke.
Yeah. There's
Um,
something, just a tear, like a hair
There's
in there.
one thing I think that just is not a Coke whiskey, but everything else about it, it's really damn good.
Really damn good. Yeah. Solid.
Very solid.
You got a lot of flavor. There's whiskey in there. That's for sure.
That's good.
That's a good thing. That's cool. Four Roses. God, it's just such a good blend.
No, it is.
I mean, it's just like they're made, like you said, they're made for each other.
They are. And
Old Forester is too, in my book. Like I
Yeah.
love, like this has been my daily for a while, and
It's good.
when we game every once in a while, that's kind of been
no, I agree.
my thing to kind of slow down my drinking. Excuse me. I'm getting the Coke burps. I don't normally drink this much Coke this fast.
Yeah, the 2 Cokes in one night. I thought about doing a second one. I just may go back to meat after this.
Well, I don't usually drink them this fast. Like,
yeah, that too, but I think to break it up, I may just go back to meat on the whiskey we did after this. No, I agree. With this, I know I'm going to lead us off on this one, but I want to sip on it a little bit longer before I give.
Not to interrupt, I made one for Kelsey with the Old Forester, or the Four Roses, excuse me, the Coke. So she's trying it right now. She took her first sip when I was coming up the stairs. She was like, "It's good."
Yeah, it's really good. I honestly can't wait for these two as an old fashioned. Had them both. They're at the top of our list for what makes a good old fashioned.
To be honest, I don't know if I've done Four Roses. I have.
No, we definitely have.
I haven't done it since then.
It's been a while.
I haven't done it since then, and I don't remember.
See, so I can't remember if I did it at the beginning of the year or not, but I know it makes a hell of an old fashioned. What's that say?
Friday night whiskey night.
Oh yeah. Old Forester though. I already know it makes a great old fashioned. It's going to be a good. It's going to be a good competitive. So far, it's good and competitive, but I think with the next 2 ways we're going to do it, gosh, we're splitting hairs. I really think we are.
We'll get into those next
week.
But as far as the Coke goes, Old Forester, Robbie.
So I wrote it down. Hasn't changed much. I've drank quite a bit more since then. I think it's a 4.4. I think it's dead even with the neat as far as this goes. We gave Four Roses a 4.6. I think that's where it's at. This is definitely it's right there. It's a good whiskey. But like Cody and I talked about, there's something with the bitterness, or not bitter, something that doesn't go good with the Coke.
It's very slight. It's for the most part, it's solid. There's just a slight.
That's why it's a 4.4. I'm sorry, but that's a great score.
That's a great score.
Yeah, 4.4 for me.
Dude, that's what I wrote down.
Okay, perfect.
So 4.4. It's solid right there. It's great. I love it. That's why I've been drinking it. I've been drinking it as my,
it's a great one. So guys, let's just kind of recap on these 2 whiskeys. Four Roses neat 4.2. That's what we settled on. I think that's a great score for it. For Old Forester, it's a 4.4, slightly better. Not much, but it's
we gave it
better.
4.3, right?
4.4, I thought. I didn't change my score. I circled it.
Oh,
I think you put 4.3 and we talked about it and you said, yeah, 4.4.
oh, maybe I didn't switch it.
Yeah.
My bad. Yeah, 4.4.
So now with Four Roses Coke, I think it's just a better whiskey with Coke. I do. It's a 4.6. And then Old Forester is solid 4.4. They're neck and neck right now. If you split the scores, it's a 4.4. It's gonna be a tough battle on the next two. So I'm excited for next week, but that's what we got so far with these two whiskeys. What do you got?
Yeah. Yeah, man. 4.4 Coke and 4.4 neat with the Old Forester. And they're tied basically.
They're tied, and honestly, they're pretty consistent. I think Old Forester's a little bit more consistent right now, but we got two more ways.
Yeah, we got two more ways. I think
a lot of review left. We really do.
Yeah, it's gonna be a big change. There's gonna be some, especially I think with the ice.
Yeah,
if you're a whiskey ice drinker, I think one, I don't know which one, but I think one's gonna fall off there.
Just a little bit. It's not gonna be,
but yeah, we got a whole other part two. Tune into part two, check it out. Make sure to check this episode out and then follow us on part two. We'll be releasing the following week. So we'll release this next week. And then the following week we'll release the next episode. So
if you're just joining us, go back to some of our later episodes if you're curious on some of
how the verses works.
How the verses works, or some of the whiskeys we talk about, like Legion, or even the Wild Turkey and the other Old Forester. That was another verses. We have quite a few. We're at 21 episodes now. For you to check out. So just check those out. Listen to this one. Listen to Rocktown, but let us know what you think about these two whiskeys primarily. We got Old Forester 86 proof. Four Roses. They're in the same category for the category Cody and I made at 2.2, which is based off the price and alcohol percentage. You can see that on our Instagram. So,
yeah, check this out and then give us a follow on Instagram. Give us we're working on posting more. We post we want to make more cocktails for you guys, and we're working on that, but 2022 is going to be even more posts, and
we'll be active.
Things are gonna be looking good. I mean, 2022 is, we've got our goals set and
we're going to meet them. We're going to push towards them the best we can and accomplish them. And so I have faith in that. And,
we're blue collar guys. We're striving. We're always striving to do better. So
like we both work full-time jobs outside of here. I have a second job I do on the side. Cody, he's busting his ass around his house getting ready. And I don't even know if we've even said this, but Cody, do you want to tell him what you're going to be doing here in 2022?
A lot, man.
Yeah. What's going to be going down?
Gonna be working full time, more than full time. Gonna be doing
what's going to happen in October?
Gonna be having a wedding at the property. I got a 7-acre property, so I got a lot of stuff to take care of. A lot of improvements I'm doing to the property. So, having a wedding at your own house is a bold move, I would have to say. You got to get it up to par.
It's bold move, Cotton. Let me know how it works out for you.
I think it's going to work out fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be great. We got cool we already got a vendor for food.
So you guys know, it's Cody and Kelsey. They got engaged this year in October. I don't think we mentioned it on this, so if we did, they got engaged. They're getting married in October 22nd. So
Yep.
I'm pretty excited. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a big year in 2022. We got a lot of goals, but to me, that one's a special one for me. I'm looking forward to it. So,
Me too, man. Me and Kelsey have been together for a long time, and
yeah,
I'm excited about it. We've had a vision of doing the wedding at the house, and
I think it's going to be gorgeous. You got a great property.
yeah, Kelsey's amazing, and we're excited. We're just super excited. So,
hey, you know what? To that, we're going to end the episode, everybody. Why don't you go check out Mind Pump, try these whiskeys. And
let us know what you think.
Congratulations to Kelsey Cody. Cheers.
Cheers. Please let us know what you think about the podcast, the whiskeys. Let us know if we're full of shit, what you think. So on that note, cheers, everyone. Positive vibes.